Welcome along, guys. It's the last race of the season. There is only 14 today. I think it's only the people who are yet to find out their position for the season, as there is a drop round in our seasons, are here to fight it out. Of course, the big one for the Pro Championship, Morris Booton versus Mr. JS Mystery. That's going to be one that goes down to the wire. There's about, I think it's 10 points between them. So that should be quite interesting. Looking forward to some good fun. And I want to thank all the drivers who persevered this season. It's not been the easiest of seasons in terms of issues and bits and bobs throughout, but season 5 is live on SimGrid already. It's not going to be going until the 22nd, I think it is, of May. We are back for season 5. A few weeks break, I'll be away on holiday along with a few other people, and it gives a bit of time for other bits to be done in the background. Took us a few weeks to get the calendar up kind of to where we wanted it to be, and everything else then, the background work is all pretty much nearly sorted. So really looking forward to that one there. But it's been a tough season, as I said. There was a few things gone wrong, some things right. We've learned from it as well. Been an interesting season as a community owner as well, so very interesting to see the people who have stuck by. We are missing a few tonight. I know Aaron, who is the Pro-Am champion and of course an admin in the league, he's actually up to his eyes with college work, so he's took a break this evening, and sure, look, he's already won the championship, so why not? Let there be no panic. So well done to Aaron Holloway on his championship win. Into the big boys next season, into pros as well. But be interesting to see what JH can do here this evening with Morris. Both of them supercharged motorsport drivers, of course, and they both like to go at us. And Morris there sporting the BMW supercharged livery there, slightly revised for him as well. Then we've got Britt Batiste sitting in P3 as well. Britt's after making a comeback with ourselves and the Amigos. I see he's back racing as well. He had a bit of time out from sim racing, so good to see him back into it as well. Then we've got Stephen Wilson here tonight. We've got Stuart Pryor also in that glorious looking Aston Martin. Then we've got Gabriel Krzyzewski, I'm going to ruin his name. Then we've got Konstantin Pavlov as well in there also. Then we've got the start of the Polycots and race gang, Chris Polycott, Andy Polycott. Then we have Ayartom Usmanov. Nathan Warren is also there. Another supercharged motorsport driver, Slavin Go, in his Porsche, and I think he's getting rid of the Porsche at the end of the season. So let's see what he will be driving next season. I'd be very interested to see. Then we've got Samuel. Do you know what? It's probably been my joint favourite between him and Adam Friday. Adam Friday's a beautiful Nissan GTR. Obviously, he's always there with us. And of course, Anthony Ferrante's made his comeback as well. So good to see him there. And he'll be improving. I know he's been putting a bit of time in as well. So it'd be nice to see what happens there. But so far, the man who absolutely dominated the Paul Ricard at the minute is about nearly half a second ahead of JS Mystery. Morris Booton, a 134.497, and he is promoted to being the Supercharged Motorsports team manager for a set of course side of things. And with that as well, we will actually not be seeing him race for possibly 3 months or so as well. He's going to get an operation, so this could be his last kind of race in anger, as his operation is very, very soon on the shoulder. So Morris, I hope you enjoy this one, and may the best man win between you. You are the person in P2, you've got a bit of catching up to do, so let's see. But I'm sure he'll enjoy this one tonight. Britt Batiste has Pavlov for a bit of action as well. I'll say it on stream, Britt, I will happily make you a livery, or you can join our Supercharged Motorsports team, and you can absolutely gladly strunt around in our livery there. So I'm with Nathan Warren here at Race Gang in the Boatley. Absolutely love the fact he just sticks with the Boatley. remember what's the bop actually on this here. So let me go. There is no bop with Zandvoort because it's not correct. Yeah, that's right. So LFM don't use the bop on Zandvoort, so that's the reason why there is no bop here this evening. Slavin, what are you doing for us? Oh, it was a bit wide there. I don't think he was on a lap at the time anyway. To be fair, he's only leaving the pits, so that's not too bad. We won't cry too much yet. So this man here, Anthony Ferrante, finally out there. Same thing, cold tyres, runs wide. It happens. On now with Konstantin Pavlov, guy who I'm mad to get into our community, into our league, in terms of racing for Supercharged. He's on the AAA Club livery, but that livery I don't think has really ever shown up for me. I don't know whether it's being uploaded correctly or not. But Konstantin has been a very, very, very good driver. Ooh. And he has been blocked, unfortunately, not by his own want to do so. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's go on with Mr. Gabriel Krzyzewski. I can never say the second name right. 9 minutes and 57 seconds of qualifying left there. Gabriel at the minute, he is only less than a tenth off P5 and P4. Oh, jeez, it's actually super close there. P3 down to P8 there. There's like about half a second. Pretty much a half a second. That's crazy. Batista's dropped down the order a bit as well. I know for a fact he'd be like, man, should have got the last sector out. Could have won it. As he goes into turn 1, let's see what he can do. Let's down with Britain now for this. Short shift there. Drops down an extra gear to keep the rear end stable. And of course this is the pre-major bank circuit of Zandvoort as well. I don't think this is probably the only track in the game that isn't actually laser scanned as well. For the people who won't know that, this track just wasn't laser scanned. I don't know why. I have no clue why they do that. But anyway, let there be no panic. So at the minute, Brit is still up a little bit of time. It's very easy to lose a lot of time in Zandvoort, and you mightn't even feel like you are, but there's a huge improvement there for Brit. So he's obviously had an error on that corner before. Now he's losing it on the drive out, but he's kept about a tenth of it up there, so quite successful there. He's lost a lot of time here. All the time he's made up is now pretty much gone. Interesting, the Porsche isn't seeming the happiest there. He's back up to about a tenth, but he's validated the lap. So let me jump on with Slavin Go. Again, another Porsche. It doesn't seem to be a Porsche friendly track, this. Slavin's up about a tenth and a half. There. It's hard to know with the way the timing goes up and down, up and down. So far this is definitely looking more promising, but you just don't know if they've ran deep through a corner or not. Although on the exit now he is up about 3/10. So much better drive from this time round. As I say, that massive amount of sideways, but he's held on to it, and he's still up time. So he still has a bit of time in the bag in the last sector there as well. So for Slavin, he's going to jump up one place up just ahead of Nathan Warren but he's still learning the track there, as you see then. So far, Pavlov started a lap. He's just under a tenth off being in the green. And he's dropped off massively there now. Britt's going for the one. Giuseppe's in the pits. How's Anthony Ferrante doing? So he's going to be starting a fresh lap now. He didn't improve on the last one. Anthony hasn't been seen racing for that long. He's done kind of more NASCAR stuff as well. So it's a big learning curve for him coming back onto ACC. What's he doing there? And he's up a bit of time there now. He needs to focus on what's ahead of him. He's entitled to the track. 2 Beamers in a row. Wilson's only on an out lap, so Wilson can kind of hold back a bit. Doesn't really need to be putting under pressure. Okay, this is a good lap so far from Anthony. Nice one. Keep it going, bro. Keep it going. That's what we like to see. Up over a second now. This is a massive improvement from him. That's what we like to see, just because he mightn't be up at the top. He's giving everything. Oh, he's got a bit too hot there. Oh, Anthony. My heart broke with you there for that one, but you have plenty more time to go for it. Right, Pavlov is up a slight bit of time, but he needs to find about 4 tenths to try and jump Jay Ash. He's 6 tenths off Morris Booton. 1.3 now. Nicely done. Still about 1.5 tenths up. Like he'll build a bigger gap between him and Pryor, alright, if he's able to keep this time going to the line, and he's not. He's lost it. It's coming back up slightly, but he's only about. He's going to minorly improve to about 0.593, yeah. Let's see, who else? Andy Polycott is improving. And this is a man who's been starting to find more and more pace, and he's starting to fight the other guys as well, so his improvement has been massive to see, as well as Chris Polycott, as well as, of course, their good friend Nathan Warren. And don't forget, there is no bop here tonight, so this may not suit some cars. We had to make that decision because LFM do not actually bop Zandvoort, so we had to keep it true because it is an LFM bop series. We need to keep it true to LFM, so that's why we didn't apply the bop that was there, because it was unproven. So Andy Polycott now definitely improving here. He won't get up a position, but nice to see it now. 1.5 seconds now. Usmanov on an invalidated lap. They're all in the pits. Stefan, as Aces likes to call him, is on his lap there now at the minute. Looking around, Pavlov's in the pits, Pryor's in the pits, Krzyzewski's in the pits, Nathan's in the pits, Anthony Ferrante's in the pits, so they're not going to get another lap in. Everybody else has a chance to finish a lap and get another one in, or start their lap. It's not like F1, the tyres don't really degrade that much, so you can do 4 or 5 hot laps in a row if you wanted. It's not like F1 where the tyres will kind of lose their life nearly after the first lap, compared if you're looking for competitive times. GT cars, the tyres are much more drivable and durable even in qualifying conditions. So 134.497. JH is giving up on it. So Morris doesn't need to do that in here, but Morris is out there going to start another lap now in a second. Will he find any more time? We're going to find out. Britt Batiste getting ready to set up and go as well. He's absolutely driving the shit out of the car to get around in time. Oh, Adam Friday's after joining in, so Adam might... Well, he's not going to get a lap in now. He'll be starting from the back in the Nissan, but that should be an interesting one for himself then. Anthony Ferrante starts ahead. That's Maurice Boutin in the pits. Maurice Boutin's giving up. So Stefan Wilson out there trying to find that, but nah, he's lost way too much time there. That's his lap over with. He's about half a second off. Britt Batiste is probably going to make it to the line. Just. Did he have a... I think he had a meeting with a wall there. It looks like the paint was damaged on the front of that car. But it's Britt. He's going for it. America! Let's see what he can do. Slavin Go is up on time as well. So Slavin, have you saved the best for last, mate? As he took the sandbags out. Oh, that's the lap over with. And he's keeping it going. He was up 4/10. That's why I thought that's why I mentioned sandbags. He was up 4/10 of a second when that happened. Wow. Slavin is definitely out of position, so Britt might get a place here, possibly two places. Oh, no. A few corners to get it back, Britt. There's literally less than a tenth he needs. He needs about 0.65 of a second, or 0.66 of a second to be exact. He's got 1, 2, kind of 3 corners, you could say, to do it. Oh, no. Come on, Britt. It's your last chance now. You need to ace this corner. Doesn't look like he is going to make any impression. Oh, that is so frustrating for Britt. He's giving it everything. He's slightly in the green, but it's not going to be enough for anything. And he finishes on the exact same time. That is so frustrating for him. And that is that. Mr. Ferrante, unfortunately, that is it, my pal. Always good to get the track time, though. So there we have it. Our last qualifying session in season 4 is over in Zandvoort. We have a 75-minute race, only one mandatory stop if I remember correctly. So this should be very, very interesting. There'll be a 5-minute break once it goes through. We'll return to garage for that one there. So there's the timetables just for the full breakdown for yourselves watching at home, or if it's watching back later on. So fastest first sector is JH Mystery there. Fastest second and third sector is Maurice Boutin. Maurice done 6 laps. So Maurice definitely stronger in the third sector by nearly 2 tenths and about a tenth, just over a tenth in the second. Then nearly 4 thousandths for JH in the fourth sector. So quite close there with them. Looking down further, like, to be fair for Mr. Anthony Ferrante, the fourth sector is about a second and a half. Second sector and around the second and a half mark as well. And third sector, not majorly, just about a second off. So he has a bit of work to do. So that adds up to about 5.2 seconds. But do you know what? That's an improvement, and especially when you're getting into the sim racing as well, properly into ACC and that after doing NASCAR. Fair play to him, because it's not an easy thing to change games, to learn physics and the cars and setups and everything like that as well. So you got to respect that. So we're just waiting for us to go onto the grid. I'll do a quick grid walk Unfortunately, not as cool as Martin Brundle. I won't have any famous people to talk to. But we'll go through the cars one more time. I'm super excited about Season 5 though, guys. Starting in May. And yeah, it's going to be genuinely great fun as we're on the grid. 2-minute gap for this one. So let's have a go out really quick. For the last time this season. Boom, boom, boom. Follow car disabled because otherwise it drives me mad. To jump in and out. So, pole position is Morris Boutin for Supercharged Motorsports team. P2 for Supercharged Motorsports team is, of course, JH Mystery. Then in P3, and hopefully soon to be another Supercharged Motorsports driver, is Mr. Pavlov. P4 is Stuart Pryor in that beautiful looking Aston Martin. P5 then goes to Stephen Wilson. I'll give you a proper name since the last race. Britt Pettis is then in P6. Gabrielle is in P7. I'm not going to say your second name. Then Mr. Ambuga in P8 in the Nissan GTR. Then the first of the Podicotts, you've got Andy Podicott there in that Ferrari for the guys. Then we have Mr. Usmanov then in P10. Then we have Chris Podicott in P11. Good to see him in here. P12 then goes to Slavin Go. It's a what could have been for him on his lap as well, of course, for Supercharged Motorsports. Then we have Nathan Warren in P13. Anthony Ferrante in P14. And my boy Adam Friday. I'm probably, you know, I have to say it's probably one of the coolest looking cars on the grid. But it's going to be a good one this evening, guys. Championship is going to be decided. Why isn't this working for me? I'm going to have to deal with the windows. Right, there we go. For whatever reason that wasn't working. Right, now, as we're going around, Morris Boutin will be running this. So let's have a look. How does the race start into turn 1? A relatively small grid for what we're used to. But this sometimes happen. I know there's a few away with exams, the GCSEs and stuff like that, prepping as well, so that has played a factor as well. Even though they're teammates, these guys will absolutely hound each other all the time. And I'm going to put that back in where it needs to be now. And of course, ACC Drive, let's give them another shout out. They are our sponsor. And let's be enjoying it as we're rolling up. And we are away and going. Looks like JH Mystery, though, has got a slightly better start. Morris, though, is still in the lead and has the inside line. Oh my God, there's war up the inside there. Wow, that looked like Stefan or Stephen Wilson. Let's go helicam and let's go back 15 seconds. So from a mile back, you've got Pavlov, Wilson. So the lads in front were going easy on the brakes. The boys just were not. And that was a murder. And that's for the 2 championship leaders as well. So Morris Boutin is on the back foot there, down in P15 after that as well. So Morris will not be happy about that at all. Wow, wow, wow. So Morris Boutin now is stuck in a bit of a train at the minute and just has to kind of sit and wait there. Anthony Ferrante not getting in the way of Morris and is out of the way. We've got Gabrielle from P5 up into P1. Then we have, of course, Pryor in P2, Britt Pettis P3, Usmanov from P10 up, I think, into P4 now. And Bulga P5, Wilson P6. Bulga nearly hits the back and then Wilson hits the back of him. Oh, God. The Stewards are going to be having a field day here with this. Look at the 2 Podicotts in a row, and then JH Mystery after being in P2 down in P8. JH knows to be patient and wait. There's nothing you can do there when it goes this crazy. Oh, I just seen other cars going off here. Don't know why they're attacking each other so hard. What happened here? Oh, that was unlucky Nathan Warren, unfortunately. That caused a ripple effect there. Well, That's been very, very eventful for the first lap. Last place now is Nathan Warren. P14 Pavlov, P13 is Ferrante, P12 is Slavin, Anam is P10 or 11 now. Morris is now up to P10, Ambuga P9, JHPA, Polycott, Chris in P6, and P7, Andy in P6, Stephen in P5, Ismanoff in P4, Britt Batista P3, Pryor in P2, and Krasesby in P1. But JS now all over the back of Polycott here. The race leaders they done nothing wrong. It was just from behind them. That was amazingly dangerous at T1. Nice driving there from JS. You can see Morris cutting pressure on the background as well. JS trying to hold on to that position after getting it done. With Polycott keeping him honest as well, to be fair about this. And that looks like it there, so Chris now has dropped back. But look at this, Morris Buyton is looking for a way by Mbuga, and looks like he's got that done now in the first phase of the corner and the second phase. Well, we know that Beamer quite nice on those curbs as well there. Back on with JH Mystery. Polycott is keeping him very, very honest. He's not dropping off him at all. But look at this though, up front here you've got Pryor versus Gabrielle, and Pryor in the Aston might have a little bit of a top speed advantage, might throw the nose out for T1. Thinks better of it though. That's how you should do it. Be prepared and be waiting. So he's going to keep putting the pressure on here. Chris Polycott is not dropping off from JS at all there. So Chris Polycott is going to give it everything there. Morris Bouton will be wanting Chris Polycott out of the way straight away. To be honest with you, if I was Morris Bouton, I'd probably get my pit stop out of the way literally at the hour mark. Oh! What the hell? What happened here? So Polycott going through. Polycott caught out by the brakes. Morris going up the inside. We thought that the other lad was there. Look. Oh, on Friday then gets damaged as well. I tell you one thing, the boys are giving everything here tonight. Sorry, Aaron, I'll be dragging you into this tournament with me this week. It's looking like there's not many incidents so far in terms of overall what we have to review, but these are very, very, very delicate ones. There could be something that may change the championship. But Buga has got by Bouton. I think Bouton's just giving them that place back more, so... Oh no, Bouton's got off there. Okay. No clue what happened there with Bouton. I was too late getting onto that one. Jump back on now any second as we're back live now with JS now, who after overtaking Chris is now looking for his way by Andy Polycott here. You can see that line of cars ahead. Morris looking for a way by... Morris is going to go for it. He's going to break that bit later. And Mbuga sees that coming a mile away and just gives enough room. So that's Morris back up now into PA. Back on the chase again. Now he was fastest in qualifying. Let's see what he can do in that race there. Britt Batiste there in P3 is about a second clear of Usmanov here, who are on board with here. Usmanov's been a very, very progressively good driver as well throughout the season. And I'm sure he'll be reveling in this result if he can keep it up. Nathan Warren though is actually starting to catch Chris Polycott, so Chris obviously after being involved in that incident as well. Anthony Ferrante doing a great job. P13 keeping himself absolutely out of any trouble. That paintwork is spick and span. That's what we like to see. Poor Adam Friday though might have a tiny bit of front damage after that. When I say a tiny bit, you can see the bonnet absolutely flapping there. He'll want to try and get that pit stop done in around the hour mark as well to get rid of that. On here now with Pavlov as well, who unfortunately was mixed up. I think it was Pavlov and Stephen who got their braking completely wrong and caused just absolute havoc. Although Stephen's position was a little bit too aggressive for a turn one of Zandvoort, even if it wasn't a race start. You don't want to be taking it that tight with such a little, like you're nearly at a 90-degree angle trying to take the corner there as well. But you live and learn. That's how unfortunately you have to make mistakes sometimes to learn from it, become a better driver. And I'm sure he will definitely become a better driver for it. Jayesh is still behind Mr. Polycott now. Pavlov looks like he's gotten by Slaven. That's a letting boy. Morris Booton though, I was just about to say caught up massively with Jayesh, but Morris had a bit of a moment. Morris definitely struggling with tyres here today. Or just maybe the damage just putting him all over the place either. But either way, he is not having a great time there today. Pryor though catching up with Gabriel now for a possible shot at P1, but has dropped back slightly from that there. So he's about a second off at the minute. You see the gap there. Then the gap back to Brit is about 1.5 seconds. Then it's 1.3 back to Usmanov. Then it's 5.7 back to Stefan. Then about 5 seconds back to Jayesh. Morris Booton's about 0.9 off Jayesh. Although Andy Polycott still there, so Morris obviously cleared Mr. Polycott as well, and Mbug is in for the mix there as well. So if I was Polycott, I'd be trying to use that tone now to try and keep that bit of advantage as well from Mbug, because Mbug seems to be quite strong here. This would be a good battle for both of them throughout this race today. Let's see what happens there. So Morris, so these are the boys fighting for P1 and P2 in the Pro Championship. Half a second or less now between them. Not a problem for them so far. It is actually the closest battle on track, so we will stay on with it there. Is right there with him. Beautifully done, beautifully done. So this is where it's at the minute. Anthony, by the way, still holding his own in P13. That's brilliant to see, and he's lapping not too far off the other guys as well, so really good race pace here from Anthony as well. Really good. Well done, mate. Mbuga and Polycott kind of dropped off about 2 seconds-ish, 3 seconds if including Mbuga. Oh, as look at this, Morris Booton side by side. Jayesh on the inside, Morris on the outside. Jayesh knows. Oh, that is so close. On the exit side by side, Jayesh, this might not end well. Jayesh is not going to give up on it though. Morris is going to have to give the room. A little bit of a love tap there. Jayesh on the inside, or Morris on the inside, Jayesh on the out. There's a bit of bumping here, like British touring cars this. Wants to keep each other from not being murdered. We've got to enjoy a bit of hard racing, and that was absolutely on the limit. And Morris has got by. Jayesh though not dropping off. He's sticking with him. And right ahead of this, I'm going to jump onto it now. You've got Wilson and Usmanov. I'll keep an eye on other gaps as well, and this is definitely the closest one on track now. So Wilson and Usmanov. Not much happening here. There's the huge damage as you can see on the front of Wilson's car due to the first corner incident at the race start. So Morris Booton's 5 seconds off these guys as well. Now we have Mbuga starting to make a small impression on Andy Polycott as well. There's about a second off that there. Anytime now the guys can really pit and go to the end if they want to get rid of that damage or get free air. And to be honest with you, sometimes you're better off just thinking to yourself, right, I want to get free air now. I just want to get my race under control. While you're racing really hard like this, while it's great fun, and it's great for us watching. They're losing so much time fighting each other. They could easily pick, get into clean air, lose a little time and try and get an overcut done, or an undercut done. And Booker back on again. Doing his very, very best, but we'll just have to hold off for a bit. Looking back at Morris and Booton. Morris and Mystery, should I say. Yeah, he's after pulling 1.5 seconds now on JS. So Morris into the zone of things now. What Morris needs to do is get to that P1 position. And he needs JS to stay where he is to try and be champion. JS needs to just stick along with him and get up to at least 2 positions behind him. I think it's Petrie he needs to win the championship. If not, he could be in a little bit of bother. Samuel Ambuga is right on top now of Andy Polycott here, so all of a sudden Andy Polycott is genuinely going to be feeling that little bit of pressure. Much happening with that there. So Wilson has got by Usmanov. Sorry, Mr. Wilson, we got that off. Do I have a replay of it? What number are they? 3 and 24. Nope, nothing there. Morris here now. Nicely. Booga here though, still having that pressure on Andy. Andy is not cracking. Andy's like a hard-boiled egg. Oh, I tell you one thing, that Nissan can chew those sausages. Beautifully done there. I like seeing all the different lines. Wow, Morris Booton is only a second off these guys now. But I tell you one thing, that was 5 seconds cleared up in about 2 or 3 laps. And Jayesh is still sticking about 2.5 seconds off Morris here. So Morris under control, and Jayesh though still doing more than enough to get up to where he needs to go as well. So I won't dare calculate this till later on. We've added on some grade day 1 drop round as well, so the standings are exactly as they should be as well, so saves me doing any drop round calculations later. Morris now needs to get by Usmanov, and Usmanov doesn't want to be losing time. He knows he has a faster driver behind. He's entitled not to get out of the way. Morris just has to wait and be patient. All it takes is a bit of patience. Nice one. It was hard on the brakes. And while that's going on, look at this bit of a battle here as well. Polycott and Buga, and Pavlov is now in the mix there as well. Andy Polycott has been a very pressured race so far. As Morris Booton going side by side, it looks like. Get on, he has the inside line and he gets that job done. Coming up to go for the last or second last corner now. So Morris needed to get that done now. He's 2 seconds off Stefan, as he is called here. Back onto this one here though. Look at this Pavlov. The Nissan, I'm pretty sure, might be faster in a straight line though. Yeah, look at that Nissan starting to pull away. Oh, look at that. Buga is being very generous there to Pavlov. He's going to let that go through, not a problem. Britt Batista as well is catching up to Stuart Pryor now. So Britt Batista Must have had some Bud Light, put on a wife beater top, and is now getting into it, the redneck. Probably chewing on some jerky as well. But Britt's doing a good job there. Last lap was his fastest lap, so he's really started to amp up the time. Morris Booten down to 1.2 off Stefan. So JS Mystery now needs to try and get clear of Usmanov, but he's still 1.4 seconds off Usmanov. Morris is giving himself the best shot. Obviously, this could have been a different race if there wasn't the first lap Mayuda. But that happens now. Pavlov looking to try and get in on the action with Andy. Back further, Anthony Frante about 1.6 seconds off Nathan Moran. And there is a little difference in pace there now, so I'm sure Anthony is reveling in this as well, because he's starting to put in a bit of time as well. And there's no harm as Krzyzewski goes into the pits. Krzyzewski, oh, we got it wrong. Is in the pits now for his one and only stop. An early enough stop, but you know what, why not get it done? Technically, you don't need to change tires, but I'd highly recommend it. Cool track as well, only 9 degrees. Batiste is slowly getting closer to Mr. Pryor as well. Is Pryor just going through kind of look after tyres phase of the race? It's hard to know with him because he was after pulling 2 tenths under it there. Oh, Pavlov right here with Andy now. I have a feeling Andy's going to have to just give up that position, and he does there. Andy just needs to stick with him now and not lose time for Mbuga, who is right back into it there now. Oh, Anthony Frantes had a moment. No. And what a bad place for it to happen as well. It's such a tight place. Oh. He's just done a hard reset to pits. I'd normally say no to doing that, but that's probably such a safer option. It's just one of those corners where Daniel Ricciardo, of course, broke his wrist last year. It's just one of those corners. Once you're stuck there, you're waiting on traffic. You don't know when the next car is going to come. So Gabriel is down in P12 from the race lead, and he is the Racing G team. I'll start calling him Tate, will I? Or is that name still a cancelled thing? Oh, sorry about that. I was just getting a little drink to Uber create the old voice cords. I'm Booker here with Polycott. Wanting to be the boogeyman. Oh, look at the drive he got out of that corner. And he has the move done, so Polycott now down into P9. Morris Booten, though, is now fighting up for P2 here. JS Mystery is now 0.7 seconds off Usmanov. He's going to have to try and start pulling up the order because Booten is really not that far off taking over provisional P1. Of course, pit stops yet to follow, damage, etc. But Morris is absolutely flying out there at the minute. He's the fastest man on track by, I would say, close to a second at 1:35.250 just there, 1:35.3 last time round. No one else is in the 1:35 so far. But JS Mystery 1:35.9, but still about 0.6 seconds off Morris as well. So that's a huge gap at the minute. But JS, when you think about it, I know it sounds like a lot, but he's only about 5-6 seconds off getting up into P3-ish or P4. Yeah, so about six seconds to say to P3. Where is Morris at the minute? As we're saying that there's JS now going for the move on Usmanov. Though Morris right there with Britt as well. Britt was fighting with Pryor a few laps ago, and now he's 2.1 seconds off. The JS Mystery gets by Usmanov, and the next target for him is Stephen Wilson. I'd say Britt's doing a great job defending as well. It was Usmanov trying to stick now with Jayesh as well. Britt Petit's doing a phenomenal job as well. You've got to give it to Britt. Snow Morris only 0.3 of a second off Britt. 0.2. 0.1. Britt's going to cover him off. Britt is not a man that he'll easily get by. He will defend like a champion. This is getting tasty. Usmanov is sticking with JS as well. This is the thing around this track and around this sector. You're kind of just sitting there hoping for something to happen, because Morris is going to be stuck now unless you can do something like what Ambuga did and pull the inside line that time. Morris is just sitting there waiting, and Britt's more than entitled to defend and fight. Although that was a very late cover over there. We'll get a replay of that now in a second. Yeah, he wasn't happy with that one there. That looked very late for me as well. Let's see. So he's very, very wide. No, he's actually within his right there. So while Morris showed a bit of frustration there, Britt was actually within his right. Morris setting himself up with a beautiful drive there. Can he get the job done on Britt? He's much closer this time round. I think he has the drive this time. He has to. Britt's going to go for the inside anyway. He knows that. No, he's not this time round. Britt's going to give in. I think Britt knows it's only a matter of time it's going to happen. Britt was going to try to go back. What a man. Gotta love it. Britt though has now had to let go of P2, which we're vision on track, and now Morris can now focus on trying to catch up with Pryor next. Jay sitting in P5 at the minute. Usmanov in P6. Usmanov still about a second off, so Usmanov is sticking with him, to be very fair about this. Looking back further, Chris Polycott kind of trying to get his rhythm back in, but he's got a lot of damage on the car there, so he's been quite unlucky. He'll wait for his pit stop before he can update that damage and fix it up. And as you see, that's Ferrante, and then that is Nathan Warren. Ferrante letting Nathan boy. Then we've got Gabriel, who has pitted. Now he's starting to catch up on him Friday. So this is kind of at the time that what do you do here? Although Stephen Wilson or Stephen Wilson is on the back now of Britt Petit, so we'll have a look at that now in a minute. Just giving Gabriel just a little bit of airtime as well. You know, 49 minutes and 10-ish seconds to go. 13, 12, 11, 10. And Sespe is actually very, very close now to Anam Friday, and is the closest on the track now. So what I want to do though, jump on with Anam. And let's go to that rear wing shot. Love this car. Beautiful done. We're rigging this thing is so high that the camera is mounted on the roof, of course. You have to think this is it now. Side by side, turn one. McLaren has that there. Look at this size difference of the cars. The McLaren looks like a little toy car compared to that huge Godzilla. Stephen is now catching up with Britt. He's still about a second off though. JS is about a second off then. So, no, he's not too far off. JS can just bide his time. He has the pace, he knows that he qualified in P2. So he can bide his time and wait to see what's happening. How's my boy Slaven doing? Slaven, of course, an Irish. Well, he's an honorary Irishman now at this stage, living in our country quite a while, and he drives a Jag, so you can't help but love him. And there we have Morris in the pits. How long is he going to be in the pits for as well? Because there's quite a bit of damage on that car. This is where now. I think one thing prior, now that he has the free air, is just really enjoying himself and keeping his head down. Stephen trying to put that pressure on JS right there. Usmanov not too far off. Pavlov there as well, and we'll get a little bit off him now at the minute, but he's now after pulling 2.8 seconds on Andy. Morris still in the pits. Then we've got Slaven, his teammate, going by. A bit of front damage on that car. Grzebski, who was essentially sitting in P1. So this is what Morris needs to look at. How far is he going to be behind him? Quite a bit by the looks of it. He's only dropping down now. So just to give you the difference, Morris stopped for 32 seconds. Grzebski only stopped for 19 seconds. So he literally didn't take any tyres. Morris has definitely done tyres and a few seconds of damage, I'd say there. And not even all the damage is fixed, is it? Nope. So Morris definitely done tyres and fixed minor damage. Anything mechanical, probably not aesthetically. Interesting. Back on here because Mystery is now getting involved with this one as well. That was a bit of a leap there. Nicely done. And Pavlov and Usmanov swapping positions there. Pavlov definitely on the move. So just a quick one on positions. Anthony Ferrante's lost 1 position so far. Chris Podicot's lost 3. Morris Booten, obviously because of the pits as well, is down in 12 positions. Up 1 is Nathan Moore, and up 4 is on him Friday. Gabriel is down 3 positions at the minute, but everyone else ahead of him hasn't pitted yet, so that's going to change. Slavin goes up 3 positions, Andy Podicot's up 1, and Buga's up 1. Usmanov's up 4 positions, Pavlov's down 2, JS is down 2. Britt Wilson and Pryor are all up 3 positions each as well. And with that, Wilson has got Boy, but Britt is trying to stick with him. And Britt has a fellow Porsche driver right behind him then as well. Not going to be making life much easier for him. And 0.2 of a second, so Britt is definitely catching back up. Jace is just looking on, hoping that there might be some action where he can just slip by. It just has to wait. Jace then goes for a bit of a tighter line, but Britt has him covered off at the minute. But these guys are giving it every bit out there now, especially for the last race of the season. Britt's only joined with a few races to go as he gets back into some race, and he's already trying to put himself up there in the podium fight as well. So that's going to be exciting for season 5 and exciting for Amigos as well, having Britt come back in, because he's a great character as well. If you get him on voice chat, he's a great laugh as well, so absolutely love to see it. I can see in the chat Slavin and Wilson are actually in a voice chat together in the Discord at the minute. So Wilson and him talking away at the minute. As Pavlov now is joined up with this here. And Buga and Usmanov. And Buga's wanting to get by. Oh, double flames out of that joke. It's a beast. Look at that, Buga still gives the room, but he has the job done. Get in there, young man. Right, Britt Batiste, what can you do? You've got now a crazy Jayesh and a crazy Pavlov behind you. What are you going to be able to do? Can you hold these guys up? I'll tell you one thing, Jayesh has a great run. But they're in the same car. Not much that can be done. Just have to wait. Patience is a virtue. As they say, is Gabriel now catching up with Slaven. Morris Booten is 100% the fastest man on track at the minute. By quite a way. And his fast lap of the race is the fast lap of the race, a 1:35.212 at present. So he has been doing some very, very nice lap times. Jayesh, though, is still sitting there with Britt. It's just a matter, he's going to have to try and force Britt into a move. He just needs to make Britt lose that concentration for a second. And of course, we have the return of Batek in Season 5 as well. Chatting with Batek, he's super excited, so God help everybody with the light flashing, will be back tenfold. You don't want to be doing that too much with the Porsche taking those curves. I'd say Britt's doing a phenomenal job. Pavlov is just being very patient as well. Well done, Britt. Kuzeps, I think Gabriel and Slaven. Slaven's of course going to fight it as much as he can, isn't he? Beautiful stuff. Oh, late move. Doesn't work out for him. Oh, it doesn't work out for Slaven either. Wow. He's going to let him by, I'm assuming he does, but wow. You got the braking totally wrong there. And that's Pavlov into the pits. Pavlov knows he's losing time. That was a smart move there from Pavlov. He'll definitely get an undercut on these with the pace that he's been having. I would assume any minute to see the likes of the front few go in. Although the Aston does be quite nice and tight. Oh my god. Let's get a replay of that. How there wasn't anyone dead there in that one, I never know. Oh my god, there was a tiny little door touch, I think. Britt seeing that coming. So to be fair, Britt was very, very, very polite with that. Oh, as Britt's had a moment there as I say that. Was it a curb of that here for Britt? No, disconnect. Must have had a disconnect issue or a wheel issue there. Wow. Gabriel's doing a good job. Morris Booten, though, is slowly catching him. And these guys would be essentially, as Gabriel back with Morris. Slaven doing a good job now. So Slaven might try and do the teammate thing for his Supercharged Motorsports teammate. Andy Polycott is now in the pits there as well. That looks like also Anthony Ferrante is in the pits also. Fair play, Anthony. Gabriel's still fighting with Slaven. It's working out well for Morris here. As into the pits, that's Adam Friday right behind them as well. And Friday absolutely through. What the hell? I thought he threw it into the pits. Let's see what happened here with the matter. He overcut it. Oh my god, just a tiny bump on the road sent them around. Oh my god. Oh, and he's blocking Nathan Moran. Oh my god. Nathan must be raging. There's nothing you can do there. He spun out at the pit entry due to a bump on the road. That's tough. Oh my god, Gabrielle. Oh my, Morris gets by him. Oh, you can so easily get caught out with someone on the brake. I'm sure Slavin might let his teammate go once he sees that supercharged livery behind. Let's see how hard he makes it on his teammate. Oh, as Morris just jumps down the inside and has missed the corner altogether. Jeez, Morris and Matt Hoover, what happened to you there? Let me see, is this a... No, that's a 707, 17, no. No, I don't have to replay that there, sorry. Right. So Morris has got by Slavin as well, so let's go back to see. Slavin probably just let him by nicely. Yeah, it wasn't much of a fight there, just gets out of his way and tucks back in under play. Mustn't be happy with that. Back up here though, Gripetis fighting away now with Usmanov. Then we've got Ambuga ahead, Jayesh Mysteries 1 second off Stephen Wilson. And then Pryor is into the pits. So this will be interesting to see where Pryor comes out. Where does he come out ahead of Morris and Gabrielle or not? Gabrielle, of course, comfortably leading at the time, about 3 seconds is clear. Morris was on the uprising, so that's going to be very interesting. Wilson's in the pits as well, and Usmanov's in the pits. So Jayesh has stayed out, and Boog has stayed out. I can feel Jayesh going in for a splash and dash, not changing tyres to try and get that advantage that way. He's nothing to lose by doing that. Well, technically could lose a lot of pace, but let's see. So the other guys here at the minute, Pryor only stopped for 17 seconds, so that was only fuel, no tyres. Wilson's definitely doing tyres. He's in the 20s now, so if he's not doing tyres, there's something wrong. Usmanov is doing what? Usmanov looks like they're doing tyres well, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be... No, I'm lying. Wilson's tyres, Pavlov's tyres, Usmanov is definitely tyres now as well, yeah. Sorry guys, looking at all the pits here as this is happening. So Wilson now in P9, Pavlov P8, Slavin's in P7, Gabrielle's P6, P5 for Morris. Pryor though, P4 with the pit done, he's 11 seconds clear of Morris Booton. So Pryor could be possibly looking at a chance of a race win with less than 35 minutes left to go. But Batiste is 5 seconds now off Mr. Ambuga, who has decided let's get the pit stops done as well. And in he goes. Will Britt follow him? No, Britt doesn't. So that little bit of a tactical issue for Britt's cost him nearly 10 seconds to Jayesh. That's a huge shame. Huge shame. So now Jayesh needs really, so just looking at the times. So he's looking at Pryor. Oh, you're probably going to lose, what, 20 seconds in the actual pit itself, including the stop. Even if he does just a stop and go, which he probably won't be able to do for fuel wise, he might stop for 10 seconds. Jayesh could come between Morris and Pryor, but if he goes for tyres, he's definitely behind Morris. But it'll still be Pryor's. I think Pryor is looking very good. That's just at the minute, looking at all the pit stops and statistics of it. So Mbuga's in the pits. Slavin is coming into the pits there now as well. So that's Mbuga just after leaving the pits. And with him there, that was definitely fresh rubber going on there. Bit of fuel and probably a bit of damage fixing as well. That car's going to feel like a dream. Give it a lap or two to get the tyres fully in working order. That's going to be a dream of a car. So back further as well. So we've got Anthony Ferrante in P15. Do you know something as well, right? Anthony Ferrante is lapping much closer to the guy. So as the race is going on, he's learning more and more about the track. And his lap times are massively improving, as that looked like Nathan Warren. What happened to you, Nathan? Oh, he's been there longer than I thought. 27, let's see. Let's go down. There's been so many contacts. I can't see what happened to him. He must have dropped it by himself. He's back going now anyway, which is the main thing. Slavin's still in the pits. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so with Ferrante doing a great job, as I was saying, doing some really good lap times now and starting to get the pace. He's not far off at all with the lads. Much closer now than what he was in qualifying. Then we've got Nathan Warren in P14. After that bit of a spin now, that's unfortunately putting down a bit there. Then we have Adam Friday next in the Nissan. Then we have Chris Podicott. After that bit of a bump, is back going and doing a good job there. As fast as lap was his last lap of 1:36.310 as he gets by Slavin, who's just leaving the pits now. Just ahead of Chris now is Andy. Andy is doing a very good job as well. Andy, oh no, why is it saying Slavin's yet to pit? That's going to change at the end of the lap, surely. Andy doing a great job there up in P10, but Ismanov then in P9. And Buga P8. Stephen or Stefan, if you know your name, is Aces in P7. Pavlov in P6. Gabrielle in P5. Booton in P4. Pryor in P3. Although, just to be aware, do you remember it was about 11 and a bit seconds from Booton to Pryor? That's now down to 6.5 seconds. So Morris is lapping quite a bit faster at the minute now. It looks like Pryor had a moment in the last lap, because he was lapping in around the 35-36 area at his peak. It was a 1:38.5 last lap, so Morris was 3 seconds faster last lap alone, so there was definitely a bit of an issue there. Then Britt Batiste and Jairus are the only two at the front near at the pit, and should be getting quite hasty with them as well. It looks like Britt's about 10 seconds off Jairus, 9.5 seconds, and he's about 29 seconds gap then to Pryor. So Britt, it's Splash and Dash, and possibly Jairus with Splash and Dash might work out to be a bit better. But will their tyres last? That's the thing. It's going to be very, very, very interesting coming the last few minutes of this race. 30 minutes to go in the last race of Season 4. Probably our most testing season so far. And we've come out the other side of that one. So Season 5 already up on SimGrid Live. Starts on the 22nd of May. Get involved. I hear a car. Stopped. Slavin. Oh, stop go 30 for Slavin. He must have forgot to do a fuel or something. Ah, well, he still gets points anyway, so he might as well keep going. That's just going to be so frustrating for him. What was the worst track I had for that was Watkins Glen and Amigos. And I got a stop go 30, then I got pissed off going into the pit lane because someone knocked out the marker board. I missed it again. From one stop go 30 straight into another stop go 30. And then same thing again, missed it because of no brake marker. And then I just gave up. 3 stop goes in a row. I was like, no, that's enough for me. Here now, Pavlov 3 hens off. Not much you can do. Look at this though. Morris Booton is now just under 3 seconds off Pryor. So Pryor now is starting to see his rear wing. That BMW is starting to become bigger and bigger. He's struggling there a bit in grip. That should be in fourth gear. Now, if I remember right, Pryor didn't take tyres, so he's definitely in that graining phase now, so that's probably why you're seeing such a deficit in times as well, because Morris Booten literally, yeah, getting much closer. Yeah, he's really struggling with the grip, just sitting back and looking at that. The front end isn't where he needs it to be at all. Although it didn't lose too much time there, in fairness. What I'm going to do an onboard lap with somebody. Who would I do it with? Aces, you're more than welcome to hop on, mate. Absolutely more than welcome. I'll jump into a comms chat and you can join me if you feel like joining me. And if you don't feel like joining me, you don't feel like joining me. Although you should be studying for your GCSEs, mate. That's what you should be doing. Yeah, so we're going to do an onboard lap, I assume. Now in a second, that what we'll do. Have a quick look there. Ooh, Morris gets by nicely. And as I say that, Kozepsky lost a little bit there. Wilson then ahead and Pavlov right there as well. So Morris Bhutan is really pushing it in there now. And I'm now joined by a wild Aces. How are you doing, Aces?
So glad you didn't refer to me as my other nickname.
No, I'm not going to call you that in here. We're semi-pros in here, don't forget.
That's the exact thing I was trying not to get you to say.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me not to say the other thing.
Oh, no. You can say that if you want.
No. We've had a good PG stream so far. Don't you be bringing it down.
No promises, I'll be honest.
You're only in 2 seconds already. Come here to me. You're actually missing a really interesting race. So, just to give you the story and the background of what's happened so far. So, Morris was on pole, Jayesh was in second. They're fighting for the championship first and second. Going into the first corner, Wilson and Giuseppe. Or not Giuseppe, sorry, where am I looking at? No, sorry, Gabriele Krzyzewski. Both of them decided they didn't need brakes into turn one and they murdered both Jayesh and Morris. So that started off the race quite interesting.
It seems they're doing better again though.
Yeah, Morris is absolutely on fire out there. He's fast on the track by quite a bit. 135.695 last time round. Nobody else is, like everyone else is in like mid 36s.
Also, definitely getting up there in terms of the times now.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, it's actually been interesting. Obviously, it's not as big as what it has been before, but then again, I know like a few people are actually studying for exams with college and that as well. Aaron Holloway being one of them. So while we wish for you to fail on track, we want you to do well in life, so hopefully your exams go well, Aaron. Not that we have ever tried to commentate or curse you.
Bloody hell! You've been nice to Aaron. Where's this came from?
That's because it's real life stuff. When it's in the game, I'm absolutely out to get them.
You know, fair.
You know, like the way you're a semi-professional commentator and I want you to do well.
Yeah, and you know what you are?
I'm unprofessional.
No, I was just going to call you the T word.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it semi-professional clean, you know?
What, a tranny?
No. The other T words.
Totally awesome.
Oh, fuck. I went to the gym. Okay, then. BG's gone for his own.
I haven't even sworn in this stream, and you come in here and you're, I don't know, you and Oliver, everyone thinks I'm this bad person that just swears all the time and does everything. By myself, I'm fine. You and Oliver come along and you talk about 1945 and you're swearing and you're calling people names and bullying. I don't know.
Make it interesting.
I definitely do that.
Exactly.
Making me sweat at what's being said.
I don't get it, because every other league, and I mean every other league, I don't swear. I don't even have the thought of swearing. But I think it's your Irish accent.
It's not, it's because they're just taking the piss.
Oh, that's not very PG, is it?
Well, the piss is a normal word, you can say that.
Is it a scientific word? No, didn't think so.
Well, it's in the dictionary.
It's actually.
Yeah,
You're not the type of person to like find swear words in the dictionary and start laughing at it.
pretty much.
There we go.
I have some jokes for you, but I can't say them on stream.
Okay. I don't have any no context bridge stuff to send you in DMs at the same time, so.
No,
You're
no,
lucky
no,
for
no,
two.
no, no. Yeah, no, that weird DM stuff.
That looks like it's quite
If my
mental,
Discord's
to be
ever,
honest.
if it's ever screened for stuff that's been sent to me, I'd be shocked.
I think my group chats are even worse one.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'm with the racing here anyway, bud. So Wilson-
professional commentators.
So Wilson is about 0.6 of a second off Pavlov. I don't know if Stefan is going to be able to do much now. But Pryor was leading the race up until Bhutan gets by. Pryor's actually having a really good race in the Aston Martin, but he did not take tyres, so it's a 75-minute race. And a few guys opted not to take tyres, which I feel may be the wrong move here. Around Zandvoort, which is very, very hard on the front left tyre. Or, yeah, front left in there.
You've got a good point there. 75 minutes, you can do a stint on one tyres. Plus, it's quite a cool track as well, which is going to put less pressure on those tyres. And there's actually quite a lot of winds, actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it's going to disrupt a tiny bit of aero, but it's only 4 kilometres, so it's not anything major.
But it's that front left tyre though. I know myself from driving here, you know, kind of the 50-minute mark, you're starting to really feel that understeer. And I done an on-board there with Pryor not too long ago, and you could really see he was suffering with the front.
It's all down to, well, how much time you actually lose per lap with the tyres, because if you're losing 30 seconds since your pit stop, yeah, you may as well take those tyres.
Well, he's after
But if
losing to
you're not-
Morris Booten now. Morris Booten was like nearly 12 seconds behind him, and now he's 6.5 seconds behind Morris. And that was about 10 minutes ago.
18 seconds and 10 minutes is not great.
It's quite a lot. But it's definitely, like, he would have lost time to Morris in overall pace, but I do feel the tyres has been the bigger factor there now. So no, it's like, the best example I could put it is like back in 1945 when the Volkswagen Beetle was being made.
Okay.
And I don't know when a
Okay.
Volkswagen was being made.
Wasn't there?
So, what's been going on in your semi-professional commentary career? What's been happening? Sky
I might
Sports
just
get
go
you
to
in.
Ireland and punch you in the face, you know. I might just do that.
But then you'd see me and get scared.
Scared? With your drunk tattoo, I'm not sure about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's the DMs.
I don't know if you know this, but I am kind of a big deal, you know?
That might be a pun.
Yeah. Stuff.
In terms of stuff that I'm doing, at the moment I'm doing 5-day-a-week commentary, which is brilliant. And I have a very, very big offer that came in 2 days ago that I can't share on stream. But I might be able to tell you afterwards, Carl.
Is it got to do with the CS thing?
The CS. What? CSGO?
Go away, you. Well, I wasn't
What?
trying to give it away. But yeah, the CSGO stuff, yeah.
No, that's brilliant. Ricky got me into that. Big shout out to Ricky.
Yeah.
Been doing some stuff with MIF Esports, semi-professional organizer. The fact is, that's not a coincidence. But that is a coincidence. I've said that. It's annoying.
my god, semi-professional.
But they're really, really sound a bunch of lads.
Nice
if you
one.
guys say that in Ireland, I think you do, because you say sound quite a bit. So I'll take that.
They're good horses.
And motorsports-wise stuff, there is some big stuff coming soon, hopefully.
Oh no, I remember you were saying we won't mention that on stream, but I do remember us having that conversation.
Oh, that's going ahead. That's one of
Nice.
them, yeah. Not sure if yours can go on stream either.
Nope.
Look at us dissecting secrets.
My other thing, well no, like my other thing, no, I can't go into it. I can't. Anyway, back onto the racing. With 17 minutes and 30 seconds to go, JS and Britt are still yet to pit.
I'm not sure who that is. Is that Nathan Warren behind him?
It is.
Actually,
Nathan's had a
keeping
tough
pace.
race. Well, not on track wise though. Nathan's down in P13. It's been a tough day for him.
He does seem to be catching the lead though of what is JS Mystery, which just shows him that he could have had potential to actually win this race if it wasn't for the unlucky stages during the race that he did have, what you were just mentioning.
Yeah, don't forget though, fresh tyres versus old tyres.
That as well. He hasn't paid yet actually at JS Mystery, so he is actually going to lose a lot of time. As well as, you can try to say P2's name.
Britt Batiste.
Okay, I thought you
You can call him Randy Marsh either.
I'll go in Batiste because I'm not sure what the other thing means.
Randy Marsh from South Park.
Yeah, but you're gonna hate me, but I haven't watched it. And I'm banned.
Colin has left this commentary.
What's this? Team speak.
No, so Randy Marsh is basically a South Park character. South Park is a really obscene comedy cartoon thing.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I just haven't watched it.
Randy Marsh is like the epitome of like an inbred crazy bastard of a father. Like he's all about America and drinking beer and smoking weed.
Him. Yeah.
That's who Britt is. Not in any way stereotyping Britt because he's American.
Sure.
Fuck it. So Samuel is still about 0.5 of a second off Gabriel. I'm delighted with Anthony here though, right? So, do you know the way like he's still new enough and he's kind of getting into it, the rhythm of it? He is lapping over 2 seconds faster than what he done in qualifying.
That's always good to see. I'm assuming it might be one of his first times back on this track.
I would say
since he had
so,
his
yeah.
big break.
Yeah.
It's not a track that you see as much as you would have seen in 1.7 when it was quite a dominant track, but now because there's been such a variation of how many tracks are actually in the game, you don't see this track being used as much. Same with Hungaroring, Laguna Seca, which is a blessing. And
I don't mind Laguna. Laguna gets an awful lot of hate. It's a good track. And the Hungaroring I absolutely love. But I love that and the likes of Formula Fires. Yeah.
in fact, I might try to do the F1 league soon if I have time.
I'm racing in it myself now.
I feel so bad for international paddock, man.
I know,
Right.
yeah.
But no, not for you racing. That was a bad coincidence. But I feel so bad. I've had to back out of 2 things recently, like quite last minute. It makes such a bad impression of me.
You
But
should just give me a shout if it was really bad. Yeah, just give me a shout if you said you cover something you can't do it, and if I'm available, just hit me up, man. I'll cover you.
Oh yeah, yesterday was that. I'm not sure if we can say that.
Yeah,
But-
no, I was already in it. Yeah, I was chatting away about that.
But my power went out literally 2 minutes before.
But you know what we all said? Fucking that ace lad not showing up here, doesn't care.
Yeah.
I was just like, lads. We're only trying to be professional. He is semi-professional.
Can we get a Supercharged meeting, please? We need to say some stuff.
Out you Back on now. And on Friday night and morning having a proper race on track. And the race of the older cars as well, which I love to see, the Bentley and the Nissan. And the two of these, look at the size of both of them cars. I was watching the McLaren going by the Nissan earlier. It looked like a toy car compared to it. They're huge.
I call myself a semi. Oh, actually, I didn't call myself a semi-professional commentator, so it's been cursed upon me.
No. So I've been called many things in my life, and I've never introduced myself. My very first sentence ever to you, I was like, "Hi Ace, it's nice to meet you." Like, "Hi, my name's Ace, and I'm a professional commentator."
No, fuck off. No, I never said, I never said that. I will literally scroll up my DMs right now. I'm scrolling. No, you go. You spell I wrong for a first thing. You go, is a league also, and seeing if you're free tonight to do comms is all, bro. And I go, hey bud, depends what time and how long.
Hi, my name is Ace, and I'm semi-professional.
Fuck up! I'll slap you.
All right, mate. When is JS gonna pit? When's Brick gonna pit? Morris is now. So, from your semi-professional opinion, Morris is now less than 30 seconds off JS Mystery. Do you think Morris is going to get the wing? But also, if JS gets third, he has the championship. What's the chances of JS holding on to third?
How far is the gap between P1 and 3?
30 seconds. Under 30 seconds. The P4
so
then is about 45.
It's 19 seconds. So he can't have 30 seconds there because it's still.
Well, there's 9 seconds to Britt Batiste, then it's 19 seconds to Morris Boutin, if you want to be factual.
How many seconds were it?
So, Britt's in the pits now, so we'll see now in a second. Britt was about 9.5 seconds. So it was about 29-ish seconds between Morris and Mystery.
Now, if he's doing a splash and dash Mystery all the way up until, what I'm going to say, about 25 litres of fuel, he should be able to hold on to it unless he gets, obviously, a penalty or does some stupid stuff in the pits, like maybe not turning on the ignition, which can cost you.
I was told that makes you faster if you do that.
What, turning off your ignition?
We're holding the brake.
No. Yeah, go in reverse as well.
I tried that before, that doesn't work. Apparently it's frowned upon. So Britt actually comes back out in P6. So if I count that up, so Britt wasn't even stopped for that long, 12 seconds. So he puts it in P6, he was 10 seconds behind. I think JS Mystery, even with a splash and dash, will end up in about P4. Which could mean... No, would he? Be P4? 3, 4, 5... Oh no, he will. He'll be come out in about P3 actually. I think he should be fine. It's going to be very close, but I think he'll be fine. It all depends on what Pavlov can keep doing, basically. And Pavlov, I think, did take fresh tyres. He did. So it's all down if Pavlov can keep lapping faster. JS could possibly be under massive pressure. So it's quite interesting that this is for the championship and we really don't know who's going to get it.
You'd expect with 15 cars it wouldn't be as interesting as you're actually mentioning it as being, but obviously with, I'm not sure how long this championship was, but X amount of races coming down to the last race just shows you how close pace actually is and how unpredictable it can actually be.
But it was definitely an unpredictable season, Jesus Christ. I'll never forget season 4 as long as I live. But,
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think, man, I'm having nightmares. But season 5's up already. Registration, I think there was 13 people. I opened the registration like yesterday on it. Not till the 22nd of May. It doesn't start till, but it's a stacked calendar. The Nordschleife 2.4 finishes the season as well, so it's a nice race to finish it.
That's annoying. That's 3 days before GCSE.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is this the GCSE for the semi-professional or to make you professional? Do you know what? No, right. Live on stream tonight. Cool. No. Live on stream tonight. I want to just get this out there for everybody. Aces, I'm upgrading you from semi-professional to professional commentator.
I fucking hate you.
You are
I
now.
really do.
You are now professional. How does it feel?
Actually, the same, in fact, worse, because you're saying you're taking a mic. I'm putting on my Twitter bar right now.
I would never take the mic.
Cole said I'm a professional commentator now. Get fucked.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm sure that's a great way for a certain company.
What you need to do,
anytime
anytime anyone asks you for work, just go, right, I'm after being told I'm fully professional, my fees are 10 grand a race.
Exactly. Do you know the sad thing? You're not even on my resume.
Huh?
You're not even on my resume. I need to put that on
I certainly wouldn't. No, I wouldn't even put it on. If you're going to be serious on the streams, then do it. But if we're going to stay how it is, don't, man. Because, in fairness, if I was recruiting other commentators and they were talking like that, I wouldn't let them on. To be honest. No, because for myself as well, I talk with you. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's not professional or even semi-professional. In fact, it's very immature how we talk, but it's a bit of fun.
The fact is, you managed to put semi-professional. I'm like, cut up. I'm just gonna stop speaking.
Semi-professional. We're professional now. So semi-professional shouldn't annoy you.
It really fucking does. Because I never.
You deserve to be fully professional as well.
I'm pretty grounded with what I think I actually am. But then you bloody, because agency that I've been doing stuff with, they keep calling myself as a semi-professional to get my name out there more. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking semi-professional because I have to work with Cole. That makes me a
Excuse me, I'm very sorry, but when I want to be, I'm actually a proper commentator, buddy.
I find that fucking
I'm not wanting to be in the last 6 months, though.
That's fair.
To be fair, I haven't really done proper comms in like 6 months. But I will be doing a much more professional stream with ourselves moving forward. But I'm also going to be bringing the streams back to the quality that I used to have. I'm going to have a full race intro on each track and a guide of each track. Go through the standings video and all in each kind of thing. I'm going to go really back into putting a top quality broadcast into it.
I will become semi-professional just for that.
Grand. If you're going to be semi-professional, I will get you in. And at the start of each race, as it's coming in, it's going to be like a thing popping up with our names as we get into the main race screen, popping up live commentary, and have both of our names as we start talking and all that as well. I mean,
underneath it, if you put underneath it in brackets underneath my name, semi-professional, I will fly to Ireland.
I wouldn't have thought about that until you said that now, so you do realise that's your own downfall if that happens.
If that happens, I'm just going to blame you for being unprofessional.
But I'm super professional.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I need to bow down to the superior.
To be honest with you, you bowed down ages ago, it's grand.
What?
You bowed down ages ago. Do you remember the time you wanted more porridge and you're like, please sir, can I have some more?
What am I, on the fucking twist?
Yeah. Come here, we're down to the last 5 minutes. Can you not be a bit semi-professional here?
You don't want me to be semi-professional.
Oh, okay, let me look at this here. Suggested mystery is what? It's 23 seconds, so 45 seconds to P3, and then 47 seconds to P4, 48 seconds to P5. So Jayesh needs pit stop overall to be between 40 to 44 seconds to kind of come out ahead. Any more than that, he's really put himself in a tough spot because he'll be into a lot of traffic. Yeah, Pryor's really struggled. He should have pitted. He's after dropping 22 seconds now to Morris Booton. And then if you add the 11 and a bit seconds he was ahead, that's over 34 seconds now he dropped. So the tyres has hurt him massively. See, Zandvoort, a lot of people don't realise it's so limiting on that front tyre. You need to hold it because there's so many fast kind of right-handers. Like even here, and you're putting all the load on the front axle as well.
It was as well. I did a MT race around this track.
Great fun. Great fun.
Great fun, but you can see the effects it has on the front left tyres, especially when a car like that, it has the grip around it, but it uses the tyres a lot more because it has obviously significantly less aero compared to a GT3, but you're still acting like it's a GT3.
I loved the M2s, absolutely loved them. You should try it around Bathurst in mixed grid. We done a mixed grid race ages ago with GT3s, GT4s and M2s. It was terrifying on the mountain. GT3 is coming at you so fast.
It's so scary.
Oh, it was terrifying.
I was going to do a Nod's 24-hour solo in the M2 with a certain league that I won't be mentioning because it's not sponsored. But yeah, I did laps. It was fast in the M2, but then my friend mentions the risk of GT2s, GT3s, and Porsche Cups. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. That's going to be the end of me in probably 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, well what happened to me, so I was going up the mountain, coming down towards Skyline. I take that little fast kind of double left-hander onto like coming down to Skyline down near the bridge. As I was coming down the second phase of that, took it lovely. Next while the GT comes around and absolutely mows me into oblivion. He had no time to stop or react because we were both on the racing line. It was terrifyingly bad. I just had to let go of the wheel because the wheel just went mental.
As expected.
But that was crazy. Because I run over that max nearly as well. Oh, and Buga and Batiste added there. 0.1 of a second between them. JS needs to pit. If JS doesn't pit within the next lap, or the next lap pretty much, he can only get 180 seconds.
Does he not know about... Because this has actually happened before. Not in this league, but when I've been...
It did happen in this league this season where it was meant to be 2 stops and it showed up as 1, yeah. 100% happened. As I say, I have nightmares.
Yeah, that's all Com's fault, Blimco.
Man, I had a lot of angry Italians at me. They wanted me to disqualify every other driver. Literally, I think there was 30 drivers in that race. 26 of them done the 1 pit stop, and they wanted me to disqualify 26 drivers. I was like, get out of that.
Will I race next in Supercharged when I'm allowed to? Can you, if I come last, can you disqualify everyone for me?
Of course.
Cheers, mate.
I've done that for 1 or 2 of the boys. Just to help them with their stats on the sim grid. Don't worry, man. I'd have your back. Do you want to race next season?
I'm not sure actually yet. I'm just not sure if I'm committed to a 2.4.
There's only one 2.4 race at the end. The rest is kind of all mixed again.
Oh, like this season, what's it? 60s, 30s, and 90s, I assume.
There's only one 60-minute race. There's more 90 minutes. There's 2 30-minute sprints. I think 175 race, then the 2.4 at the end. There's GT2s, GT3s. Jess in the pits.
Because I need to start racing again. I wasn't going to lose my pace that I never had.
Yeah, man, I drove in Formula 1 on Monday. Right, well, firstly, my graphic settings are wrong. For whatever reason, now I have quite a good setup, as you know. For whatever reason, like, the graphic settings so fucked up, I was only getting 29 FPS playing. I was like, why is this so jumpy? For the 2 races. But I ended up finishing like P9 and P10 in the 2 sprints. It was hilarious. Just out in P3 quite safely. He 40 seconds, so that was very, very good. Although he was still about 15 seconds ahead of Pryor.
Not to go completely off topic, did you call Casper kinky? Just out of curiosity. I'm ready to see the chat.
I was just annoyed them. Do you see like the meme I put in after, or the other lad just put in a message to the lad, sent you a PM?
I saw that. So got my attention.
Actually, have to have the crack. But look, Morris Bootlin is coming around to win this race this evening, but unfortunately for him, JS Mystery is going to take the championship. JS in P2. So well done. And it's great to see both supercharged drivers in the top 2 fighting out all the way to the line. But I don't know if you knew, Ace, to said at the start of the season, Morris won't be able to race next season. He is promoted to the Supercharged ACC manager in the Supercharged Motorsports team, but he's going off for an operation, so he'll be not being able to drive for a few months because he's getting an operation on his shoulder.
Yeah.
So Morris, a pleasure for a great season and a great way to come back to victory after being absolutely murdered at turn 1. And very good season for you. And into the donuts he's trying to do there. Good lad.
And the traction control off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we like to see. And then Jay is in the pits. Is anyone else going to do donuts, I wonder?
Oh my god, that was getting quite close actually between these three.
It was. But well done to Pryor, he's held on to it. That's P3 for Pryor. Just the boys get going there.
Pavlov coming in P4 as well, and then we do see Stephen Wilson and how do you say that name?
Ambuga.
Samuel.
Ambuga. Then Britt Batiste, Usmanov is coming around next. Andy Polycott. Then Gabrielle in P10. Nathan Moran finished in P11. Adam Friday P12. Slavin in P13. Slavin wasn't lucky, he got himself a stop-go 30 as well. He had a really bad pit stop, unfortunately. Then Chris Polycott in P14 and Anthony Ferrante in P15. Who's that doing donuts?
Can you hear tire sketching, can you?
I don't know who it was. Yeah, I just heard someone going. That was it. It definitely was like an Aston, actually. Yeah.
Thanks. It's just your car outside being stolen.
Nah, my one just go.
And then boom.
And then pop out of his ass. Someone's setting off fireworks. Well, anyway, that was a very, very good way to end the season. Thanks for joining, Ace. Thanks for your assistance this season, doing the stream on your own channel when I wasn't able to make it. For your semi-professional commentary throughout the season. Not one bit of bad language out of you.
We'll just resign right now.
Not one bit of abuse.
No,
Not one
never.
bit of offensive comments. Nothing like that. Great, family-friendly streams.
I'm the most family-friendly commentator you'll ever see.
This side of the Mississippi. But no, pleasure to have you along, though.
Shit. Oh, fuck.
Just when you get completely professional, can I get your autograph and I'll sell it on eBay?
What, for 50p?
Well, I might get 40p now. Don't be overselling yourself, lad.
Split it 50-50 and yeah.
It's a grand job.
These two fellows.
And then I'll kick you out of it. I'll start doing counterfeits.
Oh.
Sell them for 25p. Sure, come here. Nah, we only do the proper stuff. But no, great season, guys. We'll be back on the 22nd, I think it is. I have to remember that off the top of my head. I'm going to actually go on to SingGrid now really quick, just to have a quick nose, as you do. So season 5, where are we now? Yeah, it starts on May 22nd. I'm going to drag it over here so you can see. So the calendar, just in case you don't know the calendar, I'm going to go through it with you really quick while we're on stream. Round 1 is Spa, 90 minutes. Round 2 is Bathurst, 75 minutes. Round 3 is Valencia, doing 2 30-minute sprints. That'll be epic. So at least you don't have to worry too much about tires, you can abuse it. Round 4 is Silverstone, 60 minutes. Then we have Monza, 90 minutes for round 5. Then Misano sprints for round 6. Round 7 is Suzuka, 90 minutes. And round 8 then is the 2.4 hours of Nuremberg. We are limited to 50 drivers. I think it's 10 drivers in the GT2, and then we'll do Pro and Pro-Am. I'll mix these up and make them even. At the minute, I think we've got like about 14 or 15 people signed up. That will fill up quite quick. We're not doing 2 servers. We are strictly limited to 1 server. We want a full grid of active drivers, because having such semi-professional people like yourself on, I want to make sure you have some good content.
Yeah, cheers for that, mate.
Excellent.
Oh, it's raining. Are we ready for the next race?
No, that's just the tiers of all the sim racers now. There's going to be nearly a month with no sim racing now. Well, I am going to show off a one-off event. So I'd actually get you to make it up for me. I'm going to make a one-off event and just let the boys race. There doesn't need to be commentary. I'm going to do it for 2 weeks' time. Should I make it a 2.4? Should I make it a 3 hour? Should I make it sprints? What should I do? You decide it. Sprints.
Sprints for the boys.
For the boys. Okay. So will I make it then 4 30-minute sprints?
I was going to say 15s.
So do 4 15-minute sprints.
Yeah.
Okay. Track then, I'm going to give you 3 options. Sprints to make it fun. Hungaroring, Laguna Seca.
No, so it's just going to be the ones I hate, isn't it? What's the next one going to be?
No. Right, if we're going to do it, it'd be sprints in either Watkins Glen, Cota, because Cota still has that kind of track limit part to it. It's a bit tough. Or if you just want to go nice and easy, we'll give you Spa.
Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen, right? So we're going to do 4 15-minute sprints at Watkins Glen. And then the week after, we'll do a 3-hour of Nordschleife. Just for something for the off season as well. I'll chew them up. Right, grand. I'm going to end the stream here. Aces, it's always good to be in the comms box with you. Thanks for jumping in. Have a good evening, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Of course, our F1 League is still going strong on International Paddock. If you want to watch there on their channels, they're absolute legends as well. Give them a follow. International Paddock on Twitch and on YouTube. I think they're on Twitter as well. And of course, Aces, tell us where your stuff that you care about is, the likes of Twitter and that.
Well, I have the worst Twitter handle, so I won't say that on stream. It's not bad, it's just...
Do it.
I'm not sure when I made my account. But it's literally called Aces1506439.
That's grand.
The branding, it's awful,
That's amazing.
but it works.
Oh, absolutely. But look, that's it. Guys, give him a follow. Keep an eye on what he's doing as well. He is a semi-professional after all.
Managed to stick down again,
I
didn't you?
know, yeah. Right, guys. See you soon. Have a good evening or afternoon.